As this year draws to a close, the busy holiday season can lead to increased clutter. It's easy to neglect your space when your mind is preoccupied elsewhere, but decluttering and organizing on a regular basis is important when looking to maintain a clean, minimal space. I've shared decluttering videos in the past to give you all an idea of how I continually declutter my space as a minimalist, because clutter inevitably piles up throughout my home as well. So the final decluttering video for this year will be a quick session of decluttering and reorganizing my bathroom, something that has been overdue in our home for quite a while. A thank you to Lasso for also partnering with me on this video to share the importance of decluttering more sustainably and recycling when possible. More on their new technology later. To start, it's time to empty out all the drawers and take inventory of what has accumulated over time. I usually find that just emptying out everything onto the surface helps me to start off with a clean slate. And it's also the perfect time to wipe down all the drawers with a cloth to rid the surface of any dust or hair. This first pile of things are all my miscellaneous bathroom and body products. I'm categorizing items that seem to have lost their place so that things make more sense, such as combining all my travel items into my little cloth travel bag. I managed to repurpose some prototype cookie plates that weren't good enough for gifting as a way to organize small tubes of product, my tweezers, nail clippers, and other items that often would roll around in the drawers. Having a small box or a sturdy ceramic plate is perfect to keep things in place, and I've really liked the solution thus far. With my most used items stored away, it's time to look through potential items to declutter. When it comes to decluttering more sustainably, I always encourage people to think about where their decluttered items end up. Consciously taking time to sell or repurpose items is always ideal before donating or recycling. But you'll inevitably end up with some form of waste that needs to be disposed of. In the bathroom, a lot of your products will be tough to sell or gift as they're often consumables in packaging. So you'll likely need to find a recycling solution if possible, which is where Lasso, the partner for today's video, comes in. About 27 million tons of plastic waste winds up in landfills on an annual basis. And though we do our best to recycle, the rate of recycling is quite low, at only 2% for closed-loop recycling, and recycling of goods closer to 8% globally. Recycling should be simple, so Lasso is the world's first 100% closed-loop domestic recycling appliance. It gives you the power to recycle from your kitchen. Cleaning and processing use plastic, glass, and other packaging materials. Between 3 to 8 times a year, a Lasso collection vehicle picks up your pure recycled products, ensuring a fully closed-loop recycling system. The waste management and recycling system are quite flawed, and we need all different solutions to help tackle the waste crisis. Whether it's government policy, business practices, or even consumer action with new home technologies like Lasso. To learn more and reserve your Lasso today with no money down, head to the link in the description box. The next section of the bathroom I'll be tackling is the medicine cabinet, which has our most frequently used dental and facial products. Again, it's time to take everything out, give it a clean wipe, and see what actually belongs back in there. If anything, I'll be reorganizing the items on the shelves so that they make more logical sense instead of being tossed on there without much of a thought. So all the dental care goes on the top, facial products below, and any large items that can't fit on the bottom. Next up is Peter's drawers in the bathroom. I hardly looked through this area, so I wasn't surprised to see how many things accumulated over time. It's time to take everything out, take inventory, and check to see how many things we can potentially clean out. Peter uses more packaged body products than I do, and often forgets to finish them. I managed to find multiple hair creams, multiple sunscreens, and multiple bug sprays, so I'll give him a gentle reminder to remember to use up those items before buying more, so that they don't go to waste. I often get asked about what to do with lightly used bathroom products that you no longer want. And to that, I would recommend using as much as you can or finding a friend or family member that is willing to use it. Otherwise, that's quite a bit of product that goes to waste. Now that everything's been accounted for in his drawers, it's time to organize and put things back. All that's left is a quick scan of the space under our sink for any items to declutter, as well as the linen closet. Luckily, not much has to be decluttered in this area since I haven't bought in that many new things for the bathroom, but it just has to be reorganized as we often toss things in when things get busy, without properly considering where it belongs in those storage areas. So that's the end of my mini 2-hour decluttering session, and it's nice to have things finally and logically organized and more visually appealing in the bathroom. It's so easy for products to accumulate, so a good sweep through is always a smart idea, and it doesn't have to take too much time. In regards to my decluttered items, there isn't too much in my pile. Just a few duplicate products that Peter needs to either use or give to a friend, some old glasses to drop off at the optometrist, packaging to recycle, products to finish, as well as a safety razor that we no longer need since Peter went back to using an electric one. We'll do our best to make sure that these things are either sold, gifted, or properly recycled when possible. While there are some non-recyclable items in this pile, and you too will likely run into difficult to recycle items, I highly encourage you to continue to put on the pressure on companies, government leaders, and policymakers to fix our broken recycling system and to offer more circular solutions. While Lasso is a great solution to help individual households do their part, it'll take an entire village to create a more sustainable world. So let's all do whatever we can to be more responsible with our waste, whether it's in our next decluttering session like this one, or even a grocery shopping trip. With that, I hope you all found today's video a helpful reminder that decluttering doesn't have to be lengthy or complicated, and that there are also opportunities to be more cognizant about waste and where your decluttered items end up. If there's anything you'd like to know about decluttering, recycling, or more, feel free to drop questions below, and I'll try my best to answer as many as possible. I'm wishing you all a lovely, simple, and sustainable day ahead, and hope you all take care.